Bama takes on Indiana. They beat Oklahoma. A lot of momentum. People talking about Ty Simpson, his best performance as a Bama quarterback. We're going to get into that. The Alabama defense getting healthy, and a New Year's Day showdown against the number one team in the country that a lot of people feel like Alabama is not going to be able to compete with, which is crazy. Haven't they seen us compete in the past? But you always got to go out there and prove the doubters wrong. And we're going to get into why Bama is going to win this football game right here on the Bama Tailgate Show, brought to you by Pearl River Resort and Golden Moon Casino, Philadelphia, Mississippi. We're talking about an hour and a half from Tuscaloosa, 2 and change from Birmingham. Timeout Sports Lounge, which is a Vegas-style sports book right there. Let's get this thing going. I can't wait to talk to Shank about some Bama football. And guess where I'm not at? My home studio. There he is, Alphonse Taylor. I'm Mick Gillespie. You know him as Shank. I'm Mick. We're talking Bama football, Shank. I loved what Ryan Grubb said about Ty Simpson. He's like, this is the best Ty Simpson. He looked like Tom Brady on the sideline. Bama's down 17. I'm thinking about that Falcons Super Bowl. He's telling everybody we're going to come back and win. And not only did we score 27 straight points and win the game, but I agree. I think it was the best Ty Simpson we've seen so far.
No, absolutely, man. And y'all got to remember, Ty Simpson is definitely still cut from that Nick Saban cloth, man. So he fully believes in the process, and he fully believes that you got to play 60 minutes of football until the fat lady sings you. You know what I'm saying? So for him as our quarterback to put that weight on his shoulders, man, and to come out and have arguably his best football game of the season after that first quarter, man, it's absolutely what storybook endings are made of. And hopefully we can keep that going against Indiana, because when Ty's dialed in, he's playing on rhythm and he's getting the ball out of his hands. And our offensive line shows up and actually gives him a clean pocket and time to set his feet and throw. He's one of the best in the country, and we've seen it multiple times this season against top tier competition. And so I expect it to be the same thing going into the Indiana game, Mick.
Yeah, I agree with you. Look, you got to play this game not afraid, right? You got to go out there and take risks and not be worried about making mistakes. I like Bama as a 7-point underdog because we're going to have better athletes at every position, right? But it's nice not having the bullseye on our back. You know, we'll see what Indiana is like as Big Ten champs, as number one team in the country, eating all the rat poison. Your quarterback's the Heisman. You got the number one defense. You got the number 4 offense. You run the ball better than Alabama. You got better players than Alabama. See, I don't think that's true. I think Alabama has like 4- and 5-star guys all over the field. I like the way Indiana plays the team game, but Bama can play a team game too.
No, we absolutely can, Mick. And Bama has been a team that's been riddled with injury all season, and we're the healthiest we've probably been all season at this point. And so, if you want to go player for player, I think we're right there at the top with anybody in the country, man. Now, Indiana, they're absolutely having a great year, and they deserve all the respect they're getting, Mick, without a doubt. They went into that conference championship game and beat the defending national champs, right? And so they have absolutely earned the right to get talked about the way they're being talked about. But at the end of the day, Bama is just as good as anybody in the country, Meg, and I truly believe that. Our defense is up there with anybody, and when our offense has it figured out and we get to click and Mick, and like I said, we do the things that we need to do to be good offensively, like protecting Ty Simpson and giving him time to throw. We're just as good as anybody. And so let's not take that away from us as well. Indiana is good for sure, but we're nothing to wipe our nose at.
You know, the thing, too, talking about Ty Simpson, and I want to remind you guys about AveD, Mick Nation. We're giving away more money for the Indiana-Alabama game. Go on there. I saw that a ton of you guys have already hit us up on Twitter. But join Mick Nation, be a part of that. You know, why not? Let's do another, $1,500. Let's do it per quarter. It's all free, plus swag. And I got to tell you, B. Dratty sent us a bunch of stuff, including this very comfortable. I mean, you always look perfect. You got the right Bama gear. Sometimes I feel like I needed some new stuff, and they sent me some new stuff. So this is so comfortable. And I'd be honest with you, I didn't know about B. Draddy before the box and before we teamed up with them on Avenue D. Blown away by just how quality their stuff is. I'm in DC right now at the Westin. It's freezing outside. I needed a little protection up top. You know, I needed something soft but warm, and they got us hooked up. So you guys check it out. And they got the rights to do that Alabama, because this shirt's Alabama shirt. But do that. Now let me ask you this question, Shank.
What we got?
It feels like Ty Simpson may be drafted. It feels like a healthy Ty Simpson is a super accurate quarterback. That's what the NFL likes, right? When they look at quarterbacks, they want guys that can read defense, process, and that complete passes. And we're seeing like the time off between SEC championship game and the Oklahoma playoff game. Ty Simpson got a little healthier. Now he's going to be a little bit more healthy against Indiana, right? Which you knew his back was ailing him. They like, well, you know it is looking better. He gets drafted. Right now he's third on the draft board. Who's the guy that you think takes over for Ty Simpson next year? Is it Austin Mack, the guy that came with his coaching staff from Washington, the guy that, hey, I'm out of here? We lost Julian Sand because this guy transferred in, right? Or is it Keelan Russell? You're talking about the highest recruited player Alabama has. And when you watch him play football, he can't hide the talent. I mean, it's just flowing off of him. Who's the guy if we get Ty Simpson to the NFL?
Oh man, so the hot take would be Keelan Russell all day, Mick, and simply because you can't keep that type of talent on the bench, man. And I think that we're ready to take the training wheels off on this offense, and you need a big arm guy to do that. And I think Keelan Russell is that guy. Now, Austin Mack absolutely brings his own wrinkles to the game. He can tuck the ball, and he runs at the drop of a dime, and he's the playmaker in his own right. But I think Keelan Russell is the type of guy that will push this offense to the next level, man, because of his arm talent and simply because I think he does some of the things that Grubb wants to get more into, making his offense a pass-heavy team, right? Um, and so, but I think Austin Mack has definitely earned his way into that conversation, and he's not to be overlooked. He's the vet in this group after Ty leaves, right? He has that seniority over Russell, and I mean, he showed that he can make something happen. But I also remember that USF game, man, and it's kind of a head scratcher there why he struggled so bad. And so I'd absolutely love to see Keelan Russell get a full game and see what he can do, man, and let that arm free.
I'm with you, man. It would be an interesting battle. You got the two guys that were part of that last recruiting class. But man, I mean, Russell, it's all up here now. You know what I mean? Like it's all
Right.
just how fast can you pick it all up? And Austin Mack's been there forever. Like
Absolutely.
I'd handicap it like it would be hard for Russell to win the job off of Mack as like today. But what's it look like through the spring game? What's it look like through fall camp, right? And the tough part about this job now is they use like until Bama gets some of these cupcakes on the schedule, you just don't have a lot of learning games anymore. When you're playing Florida State out of the chute, and then you got Wisconsin, and you look at Indiana's schedule. We're playing a team that played 3 awful opponents to start the season. That was their non-conference schedule. Then they play in the Big Ten, where you have other games on the schedule like that. We didn't have any conference games that I looked at and said, okay, I'm not worried about this game. When you look at the gauntlet that Alabama went to, and that's part of the reason that Indiana is going to have trouble with Alabama, is that Bama's been there, done that, right? But the hard part is when you're breaking in a new quarterback, you need those games.
No, absolutely, Mick. But I like to think that Indiana's won some tough, close games this season as well, right? Because you don't go undefeated and be the number one team in the country without proving yourself in those close games, man. You look back at that game against Penn State, you look at the Ohio State game. Do I think Penn State was good this year? Not really, but they're still a tough team to play. And Indiana found a way to come out on top against that one. And then you look at the Ohio State game, a low scoring matchup, right? A tough, real grinded out game. And they figured out a way to win that one as well. But I do think Bama is the better team at grinding out these type of wins. Simply because that's what our entire regular season was. Like you
Yeah.
said, you know what I'm saying? And so I do think we have the advantage in that aspect. Um, but man, the biggest key for us, Mick, is to just come out and not start slow, man. You
Yeah.
know, I don't want to see another 17-0 start and having to crawl our way out the hole and it end up being this big triumphant story at the end. Yeah, that's great and all, but I'd like to see us play a full, consistent football game, right? From the first whistle to the last whistle. That's what
Yeah.
I'd like to see. And I think that's what we'll need to do to beat Indiana, man. And I think what's also missing from Bama football is the days that we took care of business and we
Yeah.
got the young guys in the game.
Yep.
That was a big part of who we was, and guys got valuable experience doing that, right? And so you add that on top of the way our schedule is set up now, we're definitely missing some of that developmental time that we used to get in game.
Let's do this first. I want to look through your schedule 2015. And by the way, congratulations to Derrick Henry for running over the Packers like a cheese grater in last night's
Absolutely.
football game. Great night for the Ravens. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs, but that was awesome to see him kind of bounce back after a fumble last game. And he still got it. You guys with Derrick Henry didn't really have many close games in 2015. You blew out Wisconsin, Middle Tennessee, lost to Ole Miss. That turned everything around for you guys. Probably the best thing that could have happened, right?
Yeah.
Louisiana Monroe blew them out. Georgia beat their ass. Arkansas grinded out win, right?
Yeah.
But look, you win by 2 touchdowns. Texas A&M beat them at Texas A&M pretty handily. I know that was a close game through a half, right? Tennessee, tough game. Coker had to bring us back at the end with some help with Derrick Henry and the gang. Won that one. Then after that, LSU, beatdown. Mississippi State, whooping. Charleston Southern, shouldn't be on the field with us. Auburn, got what you deserve. Florida, no, you can't hang. Michigan State, you don't belong here. And then a tough game against Clemson, a grinded out game. So Indiana kind of matches our schedule. I mean, when you look at their schedule, it matches your schedule from 2015. Did you feel like the fact that you guys didn't play in a lot of close games, did that hurt you at all? Or because you lost one that was close, you kind of
I,
already went through that?
Yeah, I think we learned everything we need to learn from that loss to Ole Miss, man, because it was just details, man. We just had some horrible penalties, some horrible execution in that game, and it's just some things that we felt like we didn't do to put ourselves in a position to win. And I feel like that hit home for a lot of us. And just from an attention to detail standpoint, just from a preparation standpoint, I think everybody took it up to another level from that game on, right? And it showed in the way we played for the most part. And so I think that loss did a tremendous thing for us. It humbled us a good bit. And it made us realize just like, all right, look, this team ain't won shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like the teams of past have accomplished a lot, but this team hasn't won anything yet. And so we still got something to prove. And so we needed to wake up and handle business. And that's what that loss did for us in that season, man, and it propelled us to a national championship. I mean, and the thing about those lessons, they got to hit the heart and they got to stay there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't take that loss and then it's just like you go blow somebody out or play out your mind the next week, and then it's just like you starting off from square one, right? Like, nah, there needs to be some type of ambition for the remainder of the season. Just like, look, this is our goal as a team. This is what we need to accomplish, and there should be nothing that'll get in the way of that, right? And I know it's harder now with NIL, man, and a lot of players got a bunch of different other obligations during the season, but it's playoff time. And so right now, hopefully they're locked in and they're ready to go.
I know all you guys are feeling good about that extra cash you got for the holidays. and you're looking for something Bama to pimp out your man cave, maybe your office, maybe you want to get something for somebody else with that cash. Well, we got you covered at New Life Art. Daniel Moore, the best Bama artist, maybe the best sports artist of all time. Promo codes Bama Tailgate, including, well, I'll let Shank tell you all about the Chris.
In some places, football is a sport. In Alabama, it's a fine art. New Life Art is now accepting pre-orders for Daniel A. Moore's next Crimson Classic, the Crispy Screen, guys. What a name to commemorate the Fat Boys. This masterwork commemorates the screen pass to Caden Proctor that outsmarted Kirby and the Georgia defense. Proctor's catch and bulldog dozing run set up Ty Simpson's 3-yard touchdown just before the half, which was a big score for us, guys. Visit DanielMooreArt.com to see the artist's preliminary sketch and take advantage of a special pre-publication pricing for the crispy screen. Go ahead, get into that. Go get you one of those Caden Proctor prints. I'm super excited to get mine in because he's living a dream of all the fat boys. And go look up that crispy screen and get you one, guys.
All right, good job there, Shank. Do you think that Caden Proctor is going to be on the offense, not as a blocker, but as a skill guy again this season? Will we see him against Indiana pop out? Even if he's just a fake, even if we're just using him as a decoy.
You know, it's so crazy. That'll be a great Kelshi. That'll be a great Kelshi deal right there. Because you know, at this point, man, I think we're done with the gimmicks, Mick, and I think we're gonna lock in on some real football, right? And so we're gonna let him do what he does best. He's an award-winning blocker, and so we're gonna let him block, man, and put his hands on some people. And so I think we're done with the Caden Proctor experiments.
Okay. All right. And I love the fact that you're helping me transition here to Kalshi. Bama Tailgate, $10 when you sign up with our promo code Bama Tailgate and trade up to $100. So they don't have that one on there, but it would be a good one. And they say they want to put the transfer portal on there, which we talked about, already, which would be great, right? That would be so fun to see where somebody goes, right? So let me start with well, I got a good one here, but I'm going to save this one for last. Do you think is there any movement at all on Kalshi when it comes to the Alabama game? Do you still think they got Bama losing big, or are the people saying that, are they starting to feel a little bit more Bama as we get closer to kickoff?
Nah, man, it's Bama versus everybody, Mick. Nobody wants to see us win, man. They thought it was over when Nick Saban retired. But here we are in the mix once again, and they absolutely hate it. And so,
They do. You're right. You're right. Look at that. 68% of the public taking Indiana. I want the Kalen DeBoer statue. You know what I mean? Like, move over, Coach Saban. Here's the Kalen DeBoer statue. Can you imagine that? You got to win a championship to get out there. And and we need a statue with him in the black hoodie.
Oh man, I'm sure they can figure out a way to do that, man. But
well, they would, right?
Yeah, man. Hey, I ain't gonna say move over Coach Saban, but I definitely want DeBoer to get his 90s, man. We ain't gonna take it too far, but
yeah, okay.
I want him to figure it out and get him a national championship to keep the dynasty alive. You know what I'm saying? He has to do his part. Right. So yeah, but
we love Coach Saban. I love the open when you're there with Coach Saban. I just remember him saying Shank all the time in those press conferences.
Yeah, man. I wish he would have let me do more stuff like that, but I was childish. I get it. I wasn't ready for that stuff, man.
You weren't ready for a crispy screen?
Ah, hell no. Hey, man. It took me long enough to figure out how to get on the field. I ain't had time for no extras, man.
Yeah, right. That is so funny. All right. This is the next one we're going to go with here. And after watching the NFL a lot this holiday, who do you think is going to win the AFC Championship?
And
it's not going to be Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, because they didn't make it this year. Mahomes is right. I like Mahomes, by the way. Just for the record, his dad would pitch for the Cubs. You know, I'm a Cubs guy.
Yeah. Now, I don't
He
have a
won me
dog.
fantasy league 1 year too.
I don't have a dog in this one, man. I'm gonna look at Kalshi on this one. What they got?
Well, it's a dog fight right now between the Denver Broncos and Bo Nix, an Alabama guy, but went to Auburn. His dad was like, you might as well put him in there with the mascot. Auburn, the last guy to beat Bama, by the way, in an
Hmm.
Iron Bowl, and the beginning of their downtrodden ways when he transferred. And then Josh Allen in Buffalo. And I feel like, I got to tell you, man, I feel like this has to be Josh Allen's year. I don't think New England's going to do it. I like Drake May. He almost came to Bama. Houston, I watched our guy, D'Amico Ryans, coach him up, win yesterday. They're in the playoffs.
Hmm.
Jacksonville, even though they could end up with the best record in the AFC, they're only at 16%. There's the Ravens at 2% right now. They might not even make the playoffs. It'd be, you look at that. You get 98 cents to the dollar.
That's tough.
It's them.
It's tough.
This is only $8 million have been played on this. 8 million plus.
Oh man, I mean, I'm gonna go with Josh Allen in Buffalo, man. I feel like he's been so close. He's been here before, and so you know what I'm saying. It's time for him to get over that hump and get
Get
that
there.
run. Yeah, man.
All right, the
Yeah.
last one, Shank, and I love doing this to you where we kind of go off script, and this is what's great about Kalshi, right? That it's not just sports. And when you get us two together, there's a lot more that we can talk about besides sports, like politics, like the economy, like music and Oscars and Grammys and pop culture and aliens, which I love asking you guys about. Legal in all 50 states, better odds, no house vig, prices are set by supply and demand. You guys know this. No limits. It's also on live on Robinhood. It's basically an exchange market. You don't get blocked mid-game. Cash out early anytime, all that stuff, right? All right, the last one. This is a tough one. Will egg prices go up this month? Now, egg prices have been volatile, Shank. You know this. I went to Walmart one time, and I'm like, a dozen eggs is $7. What's going on here? And they said it was the bird flu. Then
Oh
I'll
my
go back again,
Lord.
and they're like $2 a dozen. Now they're like, in that neighborhood. Will they go up or down this month?
I think egg prices will go down this month. I don't think we'll have any egg issues here soon, man.
Are you an egg guy? Do you like eggs for breakfast?
I love eggs is a staple breakfast food for me. It's a part
Okay,
of every breakfast. Gotta
good.
have it.
So how do you like your eggs best?
I'm a scramble.
Okay,
It
scrambled.
depends. It depends, man. Because if I'm going breakfast sandwich, I go fried egg.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'm going with my grits or my oatmeal, I go scrambled eggs. If we
Mm-hmm.
go grits, we go a little cheese with that scramble, salt and pepper in the grits only. No sugar, please. Don't be
Love it.
weird.
No, no. Butter, though.
You
You
know
got
what
to
I'm
put
saying?
some butter in
Oh,
there.
absolutely. I mean, butter is a necessity. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Yeah.
that goes without saying.
Oh,
But
that's so
yeah,
funny.
man, I'm a
Well,
scramble guy. You ever
yeah.
had Hall's Red Hots, Mick?
Oh, yeah. Come on. Yeah, of course. Of
Yeah,
course. Yeah.
that's one of the ones. I can't
Yeah. I
say
love
too
that stuff.
much.
I say this like I was at my family reunion yesterday. My grandmother pretty much raised us, and she used to cook the best eggs, right? So the
Hmm.
eggs were like sunny side up, right? Like you would break the oak and it would come out.
Yeah.
Then we switched gears and we went fried egg, right? But I guess like all those years when she was alive, like making eggs, they were perfect every time. Like, just I try to make eggs in college and I'm like burning the pan. They're stuck to the bottom of the pan. I can't get the flip right. The perfect egg is an art. You got to admit
Hey man, you gotta be gentle, man. Eggs are delicate, dog. You gotta
that.
be gentle. Can't be too high on that heat.
No,
You know
no.
what I'm saying? But I love eggs, man. They're great food.
So last thing, Shank, how was your Christmas? How was your holiday?
Oh, my Christmas was amazing, man. Had dinner at my house, in-laws, some family came over. It was a good time. And then Christmas Day, man, we spent it at the house, just me and my girls. I banned anybody from coming over. I didn't want no contact with anybody outside the house. You know what I'm saying? Just we spent the day together, man, just playing all type of different family games. I mean, the girls just it's pure chaos with the new dog in the house. We got our
Hmm.
girl Rosie. The girls are having a blast with that with her, man. And just it's been a lot of family bonding time. Just ignoring the outside noise, you know what I'm saying? Just spending time with the girls and just trying to create some of those memories around this time of year they can look back on, man. Some good core stuff for the kids, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah.
It's great memories for me too, man, because
Yeah.
you know, I get to build some memories that help me forget about some things in the past as well. And so it's been a
Mhm.
blessing, Mick. I'm grateful.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now what was the Christmas movie this year? Did you guys take in any Christmas movies? I know you were part of some
Oh
Nutcracker
yeah.
performances because your daughter
Yeah,
was one
man.
of the actresses in the Nutcracker, one of the performers.
Yeah, and so it was definitely a busy dance season for this family, man. Five Nutcracker performances we went to, man. Five, and one of those I was watching a
Almost as
Bama game from,
Yeah,
and
that's
trying
almost
not
as
to
many
get
wins in a
yeah.
row as we have over Auburn.
Man, hey, beautiful, beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, but it was great, man. She did a great job. She looked beautiful up there, man, dancing. Um, and but God, let's see. We, hey, it was a good time, Mick. I forgot what I was finna say. I ain't gonna
No, I
lie.
just like I'm a jingle all the way Christmas guy. I think I blew everybody's
Oh yeah,
minds
that's
with
right.
that.
Movies. You asked me movies. So look, Turbo Man. We watched Turbo Man with Sylvester. I mean, with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's a great one.
Yeah, yeah,
We
that's jingle all the way. Yeah.
yeah, that's right. That's right. That's a
Phil
great movie,
Hartman is
man.
so funny in that movie, man. Like
Yes, he
this,
is.
he's that annoying, sneaky, he's so good at that. And Sinbad was
Yeah.
great in that too. And
He
Arnold's Arnold.
was. He was. We watched the Home Alone series.
Oh
That's
yeah.
one of my favorites.
Yeah.
We didn't get to Elf this year,
Mm.
which is also a favorite of mine. Will Ferrell's hilarious to me, man. Um, and what else? The Santa Claus. When the guy turned into Santa
Yeah,
Claus.
that's a good one.
Yeah, we watched those. That was a really good one. Um, man, and I ended up watching a bunch of random animated Disney stuff that the kids were watching as well. I don't even know the
Right.
names of it, but they were
Yeah.
into it, so I sat down and watched it as
You
well.
just get involved in all of that stuff as a
Yeah,
dad,
man.
super dad.
Yeah, yeah. Just sit around and be present, and be
Yeah.
available, be seen, man.
Love it, man. Love it. Well, great. Well, great. You and I will get back together this week before the big game. But always
Absolutely.
great to talk to you, Shank. Thank you for making yourself available during the holidays. Love all of you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure that you subscribe. Help us get to 10,000 subscribers. That's our Christmas wish. We didn't get there yet, but we're working that direction. And don't forget, we're brought to you by Pearl River Resort, Philadelphia, Mississippi. The Azaleas, the Oaks, two amazing golf courses there. On top of that, not only that, but the Timeout Sports Lounge going strong right now. Bama, Indiana, 7-point spread. You guys can play that as well. Shank, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
So, Jake, let's break down some game tape.
Hold on, fellas. Steve,
Hey Jake, you ready to rock?
let's roll, brother.
Guess we're calling plays at Pearl River Resort. Wow, Jake's first throw scores. And Steve's got the crowd pumped. Man, they're absolutely rolling.
'Cause I don't have to be me till Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I ain't gonna face reality.
I tell you, Jake's still got game. While Steve keeps rocking aces. Boom, Jake seals it with a pick.
Come call your own plays.
At Pearl River Resort, let's roll.
I don't have to